thumbs up the video, you guys. It's going to be a very quick live. I just wanted to come through and give you guys some updates on the drama that has been unfolding since last night, child. It's a lot going on. It's going to continue to be a lot going on. But before we get started, go ahead and run the likes up. We need all the likes, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, you guys. You know, since we're not buying bots and we're doing this from the ground up, girl, you know, we got to do this old-fashioned way. So, you know, thumbs up the video, all that good jazz, etc. Also, shout out if you're new here. We are a all-purpose platform. If you enjoy everything that King does here, you can also donate to the platform at Consciouztv on Cash App, $Consciouztv with the Z, and or paypal.me/Consciouztv. All information is in the description box below. And last but not least, please share the stream out to whatever it is you have digital community, whether that be a YouTube community wall, your Snapchat, your MySpace, the dark side of Twitter, Tumblr, or your personal OF. I don't really give a damn where you in fact live. The link, just let them whores know that we're live, and we're certainly in color. With no further ado, let's go ahead and push on through. Okay.
I know a place where you can recharge your soul.
Baby, that's Consciouztv.
And in the midst of brokenness, he gon' see your asshole.
Baby, that's Consciouztv.
You gon' heal, you gon' laugh and catch a little shade.
Ooh, girl.
Y'all know he be slaying, y'all better stop playing. Come hear what he's saying.
Ladies and gentlemen.
So you guys know we reported earlier that someone had leaked audio of Cardi B cussing Ice Spice and her manager clean the F out, girl. She was threatening to whoop that albino's ass. And she also seemingly, according to the streets, girl, as far as some people feel, she threw shade at Megan and Lotto by saying that she's not C, like either one of them, basically calling them scary hoes. But the other counter argument to that is Cardi B was just really saying, you know, they go high. I'm going to go low, baby. I'm not Megan or Lotto. So, you know, take it for what you will with all of that. Well, she also had accused Ice Spice management team of also only leaking a portion of the call, rather than leaking the entire 11 minutes. Cardi B had tweeted this a few hours ago to James, who is the individual that she was communicating with on the phone. She said, but wait, James, because I just know that you didn't only record the beginning of that conversation. Go ahead, baby, post a whole 11-minute combo. When Spice said that she was in her feelings, all because I said that Sexy Red deserved the BET Award, etc. James responded and said, I did not record or leak that call. You hear me on speaker with your manager, Tubi, who called me with you on three-way. You can literally hear that in the clip. The audio didn't come from me. I respect private conversations, and I'm not in the business of leaking anything. Now, here's the gag, girl. The streets have clocked Cardi B because she's the only one who you can hear clearly in the audio. So clearly, whoever did the recording did so from Cardi B's end. That's why you can hear Cardi B so pronounced. So then Cardi B responds to that and says, James, be for real and be a man. I was in my bedroom by myself. It was only you, me, and Tubi on the call. So you saying it was Tubi? Your artist put a laughing emoji, then leaked the call, then posted a trash-ass clip of her song in less than an hour. This is why you've been avoiding the CEOs of 10K, because you know you did it and you sound like a... Woo, girl. Now remember, I had speculated. Hey, Deshaun, hey, baby daddy, what's going on? Thank you, my love. Thank you, my thank you, honey. Just powdered up. You a mess, Deshaun. Remember, I had speculated in the last live that Cardi might have possibly leaked that shit herself because it'll be on theme right now. She named the album Am I the Drama and then calls all this motherfucking drama, girl, because it's been nothing but drama since Cardi B's album has unfolded. And I personally think that because Cardi B really wants to do well in her sales, because now there's all type of conversations, right? Like I said in the previous live, that some Billboard charts are saying she only sold 199,000. Others are saying she sold 2K, etc. And then apparently the Barbs are trying to sabotage out Cardi streaming sales because they initially purchased the album, maybe in order to gag. I don't know. But then they're like returning the album, which is inflating Cardi B's numbers. So there's all of that. And I guess because Cardi had made some promises before her album had dropped that she was going to really do the numbers and she was going to outsell our faves, whoever those faves are. People speculated that that could have been no other than obviously Nicki Minaj, or as I like to call her, Grandma Minaj. So I'm thinking that as a result of Cardi really wanting to put a dildo in the Barb's mouth, that she might, be muddling the waters a little bit, girl, just to keep some much needed publicity going on and conversation around her album, compelling people to purchase to see, what's causing all this confusion, child, because the gag is the audio is pretty clear on Cardi's side, and then Cardi just admitted that she was alone. She sounded the clearest on that audio. Cardi, the call might be coming from inside the house, girl, and it's okay, sis. She's also sending out copyright claims to content creators, and it's Cardi B's team who's apparently doing that. So once again, if you didn't record the audio, then how can you make the claim on the audio? It's not your intellectual property. And then it's kind of weird that you're trying to snatch it down off of YouTube when there's 50 million blogs at this point, from Neighborhood Talk to Shade Room to Twitter, that has the clips all up and down the timeline. And there's no way she's going to snatch any and all of that down to the ground. So the cat's kind of out of the bag. It's already went viral. It's already been a thing. Yeah. So now let's talk about, well, why would she leak it, CTV, and then try to snatch it down? Well, that's because I believe Cardi B didn't think it all the way through. She was probably so in the moment, just wanting a moment because she's in competitive mode right now, that she didn't think much about the part where she shaded Megan and Lotto. But that's the part that's picking up a lot of traction too. And as a result, she's had to now apologize publicly to Lotto and has to privately apologize by paying Lotto, a big bad girl, to forgive her. So now she wanted to shit down. But see, Cardi B is so like immature in that way. She's very impulsive. So the thing about impulsive people is that they don't think shit through. So sometimes they have great ideas and they hit the ground running. And then other times they make a goddamn fool of themselves and they end up having to backpedal and pussy pop. And I think that that's the conspiracy that's taking place right now. I think Cardi leaked this shit because she wants to boost more ratings and consumers for her project, because there's a big conversation going on around who sold what, and she didn't do what she was supposed to do, and she didn't sell what she said she was going to sell, and Nicki is still the reigning champ, and blah, 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 blah. So Cardi B is pressing the gas, going to the extreme, and because the album is called Am I the Drama, she probably feels, comfortable getting shit started right now on the low, because it's on theme for the album. And she been sitting on this motherfucking audio, and she already done this Ice Spice and Magnet any motherfucking way. So there's already smoke there. So it would be perfect timing, right, for this audio that's a year old to all of a sudden magically just, pop up into the pop up. Guess who, bitch? Cardi B leaking her own shit. The call coming from inside the house, girl. Cardi B just didn't think it through. And now Megan is probably pissed and upset. Ain't no telling how the conversation went between her and Lotto, even though I know Lotto more than likely speaks dollars, girl. So, shouldn't be no trouble in paradise, but you just never know. And now Cardi also has to act like the victim in her own scheme that she came to us with, bitch. So, trying to get it taken down is all her trying to fake appease Lotto and fake appease Megan. Like, oh, I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna do everything in my power. I'm so sorry, girl. I'll eat y'all coochies later, etc. Child. When this is all a scheme that Cardi B came to us the fuck with. So right now, until further notice, I'm going to be under the belief that Cardi B leaked her own tea. Stats for Am I the Drama are still doing really well. Becomes the first female rap album with the most charting songs in 100 history, girl. So Cardi B is doing the motherfucking thing, baby, okay? I don't think you can really use the word flop when it comes to this album, girl. The album is doing what needs to be done. Oh, and I forgot to speak about in the last live if I think that Cardi B's album is memorable. Memorable? I remember where I was when I heard it. In terms of it being some classic album that I'll be listening to 10 years from now, probably not. Am I the Drama going to be an album that I'm bumping by next year? Probably not. But the thing about it is, I don't feel like anybody is really producing memorable albums, really. Including Beyonce. I don't feel like nobody is really doing it. And one of the reasons why it's hard for music to really stick like grits is because we don't have a culture anymore as Americans. Like when you think about the 90s, there was an era. That era was associated with a certain cultural mood, a sound, and an aesthetic. You think about the 80s. The 80s had a certain cultural mood, it had a style, and a certain aesthetic. You think about the 70s. The 70s had a certain style, a certain mood, and a certain aesthetic. You think about the 2000s to 2010. There was a certain cultural mood, style, and aesthetic. Because we live in a social media age where everything is very fast-paced and everything is all over the place, and it's kind of like we're living in a melting pot of culture now that it's actually defaulted us to not having a fucking culture. So none of the movies, none of the sitcoms, none of the horror movies, none of the music, none of it is having a lasting impact because we're all being socialized to have ADHD. Social media doesn't allow for things to rest long enough for them to develop a soul, because there's so much shit coming down the pipeline. There's so much oversaturation and overstimulation of content and stimuli that nothing can just rest the way that it should. So now everything is just a moment. So Cardi's album not being memorable isn't a result of, it's not really because of her. Nicki not having a memorable album isn't really because of her. It's really, all of this shit is really due to the culture and just where we are in technology and where we are in social media. Nothing is really hardly memorable. Everything is happening within the blink of an eye. And it really honestly does suck. For the 2000 babies, they may not know the difference because they were born kind of like in 5 o'clock traffic. But if you were 80s baby, 70s baby, 60s baby, etc., you know what things used to feel like. It's a different tone of culture now, So everything is kind of given fast food. Nothing feels like a nice, sultry, meaningful dinner anymore. Everything is just motherfucking drive-through, baby. Drive-through. And I really miss that about the old era. So, still a good album, though. Memorable, I would say no. JT and Cardi B had it going on, and girl, JT has been spazzing on Twitter all day and all night. I don't know whether she's upset that inflation has gone up on the strap-ons and the dildos that she's using on Uzi Vert. I don't know whether they're penny pitching, girl, over there for lube. But, girl, she's been upset ever since Cardi B clocked the shit out of her ass. And we're going to get into her Twitter. But she's also kind of spilling some tea on WAP. And she's in a whole versus match on Twitter with Hennessy, which is Cardi B's sister. So this is a video of JT. And then we're going to get into some of the feedback that's been going on Twitter.
So I just made it to my job, something that Hennessy does not have. And I'm about to shoot a music video.
Okay, I don't know whether this is old shit or new shit.
Being no job having ass motherfucking Hennessy, bitch. Two sisters who can't fuck with me at all. Two bitches who ain't seeing me in nothing. Neither one of you hoes, even on y'all twin days, y'all bitches ain't seeing me. Fuck wrong with y'all raggedy ran through assholes. Talk about you know. Bitch, I don't even know you. Bitch, I just moved.
Okay, girl, JT is like really upset. But you know, JT is like partially employed. So that means that she has, you know, a lot more time on her hand than Cardi B does. Okay. No, JT ain't really got much of anything to do, girl. All right. Also, this is their exchange on Twitter. Hennessy says, Gremlin looking B, dying for attention. That's why I curved your boyfriend 7 to 8 times and you know it. Oh my damn, bitch. Lil Uzi is just catching all type of damn straight. So Lil Uzi tried to holler at Hennessy. My God, today. JT, oh, that's why JT press, bitch. Y'all know when it comes to Lil Uzi, girl, or when it comes to Leslie, girl, baby, JT is gonna end up in an orange jumpsuit every time, girl, over that damn Leslie. JT responds and says, how would I know that? I don't know y'all ran through assholes from nowhere, but getting y'all ass whooped. Your sister literally got dogged out for years in front of millions, low self-esteem having ass hoe. And if I look like a gremlin, the F you think of the face your sister brought. Ho, go sit down and go get your sister ready for Friday, pussy. God, today. And this is her, the gremlin in question. Wow. Hennessy says, this is your 4th time bringing up race. Here you go trying to race bait. What is your obsession with race? You, the same girl that got up here saying you don't like dark-skinned women and calling them crispy, now you race baiting so you can get those same women on your side. I'm starting to think it's something you need to tell us. Is it because you're a man messing with a Dominican artist? That don't have nothing to do with me. So now Lil Uzi is also cheating on JT. So, girl, so she getting cheated on by a non-binary who also tried to holler at her ops sister 7 to 8 different times and actually got curved, which makes Lil Uzi Bert Hennessy's leftovers. That was her throwaway. You know, it's almost like JT is wearing Hennessy's used panties. JT, and what Hennessy was responding to was JT saying this: just like a Spanish girl to think a black girl is jealous, bitch, your sister gives baby fat jacket in the summertime to hide a pregnancy and Team Jordans. Jealousy, nah. JT says, your sister been starting since Ken Barbie was breaking down those weak-ass bars to players' prayer, ho. Nobody jealous but your sister who prompted Rick in several songs, which I put, it goes on and on. Hennessy says, damn, you watching the whole family because what about this tweet made you feel hit? Bitch has been paying you dust, you effing weirdo. I bet you do got a diss. That's why you've been picking at my sister for 2 years. Been dying for this moment because you guys know JT is releasing finally her diss record in response to Cardi B Friday. Akbar could have did a goddamn diss record in 5 minutes, even though it would have sounded like it. JT says this is where it all started, guys. Let's not let chlamydia be. fooled the public with the victim role. And it was Cardi B tweeting, lapdog. Then more tea got spilled because, girl, the rabbit hole goes all the way deep. Because WAP apparently was supposed to be a Cardi B featuring JT rather than a Cardi B featuring Megan Thee Stallion. My God. So a user says Cardi's first day streams outsold your whole album's first week. No one will ever invest in your music so you can produce this many variants yourself. So what's the gag here? Jealousy again? JT said yes, because WAP, the song her ugly ass asked me to be on and leave Carisha off, is on it. Name a song after 2022 more relevant than okay. Fraudia B chart obsessed with no impact, crybaby asshole. So here it is. JT lets it be known that Cardi B initially wanted her for WAP, but only her. Didn't want her to bring non-rapping ass Carisha Please, who was somewhere with her face between Diddy's ass cheeks. Hennessy responds to that and clarifies why JT didn't actually make the goddamn cut for WAP. Hennessy says, all of a sudden, you want to make yourself look like a good friend. You're not getting on the song had nothing to do with Carissa. You just couldn't get the hook right. And calling my sister Fraudia B when you the one that went to jail 7 times for fraud is crazy. You don't have no self-awareness, just delusional. I can't even argue with you, girl. Then she also says, everybody saw in real time how you switched up on my sister because of WAP. The same day it dropped, you shaded her and y'all got on the phone and you said yourself that you was mad that you got replaced and it wasn't in the music video. Y'all squashed it, but you still being funny behind the scenes and everybody saw publicly how you switched up. Let's not play dumb and rewrite ish, you effing thief. Jesus Christ, it is a lot going on. So JT couldn't catch the hook. I don't know if I quite believe that. JT can rap. Now, she don't make good music, but the bitch can rap. JT can rap. I would even say rap better than Cardi B, to be honest. And, I already told y'all, girl, this ain't no staying channel. So if you team Cardi, you team Nicki, you team girl, everybody on this bitch get they wig tugged on. Everybody get they credentials. Everybody get their compliments. I personally don't have my head up nobody's motherfucking ass. Okay? So, yeah. Don't come over here thinking it's going to be automatically, girl. Team Cardi from CTV. CTV is Team CTV, baby. Okay? I keep it a book with everybody else. But, hard to believe that JT couldn't catch the beat. Because if Cardi can catch WAP, JT definitely can. And nobody's going to convince me that Cardi B is a better rapper than JT. Now, there's conversations going on saying, girl, that nobody can even imagine JT on the record. And now that we have WAP, I can't imagine JT on it either. And I can't even imagine JT specifically doing the choreography because, baby, them hoes was getting down and dirty. And WAP with the 8 count. I could not imagine stiff mannequin challenge, 2 left feet dancing ass JT ass having to get in her 8 count in her boom cat bag. I cannot imagine it, girl. Okay, so WAP went exactly to whom it was supposed to go to. My God, today, child. Thank God that did not manifest. But the thief part, what is the thieving part all about? You effing thief is what Hennessy called JT. Girl, it's some nasty word. I told you, baby, somebody gonna die over this shit. Somebody gonna die over the shit. Let's get into JT's Twitter because she has been spastic as hell all day and all night. This is the audio of her reciting her lyrics for Magnet Girl. Now, this audio is a gag.
Bitch, bring the baby ass bitch, run away, dirty foot ass bitch, backdooring ass bitch, hit on your friend ass bitch. See her going through it. You see her going through it in life and put her on blast on social media ass bitch.
Girl, Cardi B sound like a goddamn sixth grader. Rapping them damn lyrics, girl. I'm sorry. Okay, so that's her posting Cardi B trying to work out her lyrics, girl, in real time to Miss Magnus. This is the audio that they're trying to get clipped and copyrighted everywhere. But like I said, it's all up and down Twitter and TikTok, and most of the blogs have reposted at this point. So I don't know why the hell she's scorching through YouTube putting copyright claimants on it. It sounds like the recording is coming from Cardi's side. Cardi already said in her response to James that she was alone. Now look at how the managers, they all sound distant. The audio is very clear on Cardi's part. Everybody else sounds very distant as hell. The audio had to have been recorded by Cardi. I mean, she also knew that they were on the phone for 11 minutes. And all the rap girls record each other anyway. Remember when Lotto leaked that recorded call between her and Onika when she was gathering Onika ass up? It's given that the call came from inside the house. So JT posted that, chat. Not Offset leaked it, girl. It might have been Stephon, girl, because Stephon was getting chewed up so goddamn bad in the algorithm, girl, at the same time that his girlfriend was out here having her, am I the drama tour, girl, that, you know, he might have slid in her motherfucking iCloud after he had done dicked her down with that bisexual dick one night, girl. And airlifted and airdropped the audio, girl, inside his shit and leaked the girl just to get the algorithm off his bike. Who knows at this point? JT said 5. Oh, so this was a gag here, girl. Somebody had said, girl, she hasn't even topped no bars. And then somebody put Partisan Fontaine, Megan's ex, on Cardi B's album cover, girl, called Partisan Fontaine, Am I the Ghost? This is a mess. This is funny, y'all. This is funny. And it's the lace front for me. It's the lace front on Partisan for me. I wonder if this image and a Partisan being in this feminine position turns Megan on. I want to know how Megan feel about TS Partisan girl on the cover. I'm curious. Okay, she went on to say, nah, y'all been laughing this whole rollout. The bitch couldn't even be creative, just all over the place, cosplaying a crackhead for sales and still ain't top Red Ruby. Oh, okay, so girl, she out here, girl, throwing some, girl, she whistle blowing over there at Gag City, girl, okay? She want to come back home real quick, honey. Okay, she's trying to get back in home, honey. Okay, all them little gigs performing for Piggly Wiggly, girl, and Kmart and stuff done dried up, child. So trying to whistle blow on over there to Gag City, girl. We got a spare fish out here to see, child. She says, LMFAO, when you popped up, boarded up like a anticipating a hurricane, patting her hips, the bodega down bad, thinking she had a hit. Okay, so this is the Gremlin in question post that we saw earlier. Then she posted this compilation. I don't know what this is exactly. What is all this? Cardi B, different faces and images of her. She captioned it with, she thought she was cute at that courthouse, LMAO. Why she ain't put the Chipotle bowl cut cover edition? Fraudy B. Jesus Christ. Okay, a fan says, still I sold every project, including City Girls, you've ever made combined. This not the drag you thought, girl. Okay, she posted this, which is Cardi B saying, Barty Gang, bookmark them tweets. JT says, mind you, I've been laughing all week. Now, this is the part, girl, that's also trending right now. People are saying that JT shaded Saucy Santana. She says, I didn't know because Coupon B didn't post it. The F listening to this bullshit anyway, talking about Santana's album, apparently. She says it was Santana's album, y'all. They deleted it. Then this is a gift from one of Cardi B's earlier interviews at the Breakfast Club. JT captions it, sitting there looking like an orangutan in a hat popping-ish. This whole been slow. And this is her responding to Hennessy, of course. So you guys can see here. Okay, she responds to Hennessy saying, ho, shut up and ask your sister why she started this whole thing, calling me a lap doll over a damn feature and congratulating another artist on their first top 10. Jealous, entitled, effed out asshole. I think this is when the Super Freaky Girl stuff was going on too with JT and Cardi. How can people pick on Miss Dangerous? I'm in a fitting hole, tight treadmill. Be right back. Okay, this one she made the Spanish girl comments. Okay, this is her responding to Hennessy, who they've been going back and forth, girl, a mess. More shots. And yeah, she's been having a field day, you guys. She's been having an effing field day. Now, according to Conscious crew members, girl, Nicki done told the Barbs not to validate JT at all, girl. Don't defend her, etc., girl. Let her hang. So, And we're also on the verge of a government shutdown, the first time in almost 7 years, after Democrats vote down a Republican-led funding bill where they refuse to extend healthcare subsidies and reverse Medicaid cuts. Oh, God. I told y'all, baby, all hell breaking loose. Now, I want to know, are you guys thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up? Are you guys ready for the Stallion, honey? Because the Stallion is about to enter the group chat, my love. Oh, yes, she is. Her IG 2 days ago, and she captioned it, okay, hotties, my man going to work now. Y'all ready for me? Now, when this got posted in the blogs, people was like, oh, girl, this is a weird thing to say. This is a weird, it's not a weird caption. Her man plays in the NBA. NBA season starts next month. We are literally 1-2 days away from October. So her man is going back to work, literally. He's going to be training, playing on the field, etc., and Megan plans on rolling her shit out, grill. So Act 2 is coming, y'all. And I'm excited because I love me some Megan Thee Stallion. I'm so excited, honey. And this is Nicki Minaj in her crocodile tears about feeling like Cardi B was ungrateful following the motorsport collaboration, child. A key.
She's done exactly what she should have done. Congratulations to her. The only thing with Cardi that really hurt my feelings was the first interview she did after Motorsport came out.
You like it?
Yeah.
I mean, are you gonna Vicky? Are you two? Are you?
I spoke to her before. I saw her in person before.
What happened?
We spoke about things.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't like getting into detail because it's like, you know, like
I'm not trying to get the gossip. I'm just saying that you good, or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
But
because you're on the track together, so I wanted to.
Well, you know, when I heard the track,
right,
her verse was in Finnish. Well, it's not the verse that is on right now, and I remember, like, when I first came in the game, if a female of that stature had done a feature with me on it, I would only be, you know, singing their praises and saying thank you. The first interview she did after Motorsport came out, it just really hurt me because she looked so aggravated and angry, and the only thing she kept saying was, "Oh, I didn't hear that verse. I didn't hear that verse. She changed her verse." Like, I was like, what? I remember when I first did a song with Trina for the first time. That's why to this day I love Trina, because she is the first female rapper I think that, acknowledged me behind the scenes.
Girl, you love Trina, but you wouldn't even shoot a music video for Babs because Trina budget really wasn't there, and you had already done the song for free practically, but at the same time you're holding her up as the vet in the game that gave you a chance when you first came into the game, and open arms for you, and you didn't even want to be seen in public with this motherfucking lady. It's just really the gag, because when I really think about it, the interesting thing about Onika is that all this calamity that she has had with other female artists, from Remy Ma to Lotto to Koi to Cardi to Meg, is the result of all of her karmic debt from the unresolved injury that she gave to Lil' Kim. It's just so funny to fast forward, see Nicki Minaj literally in an interview crying in her feelings and breaking down for another rap bitch being shady or ungrateful, when literally these were all the same talking points of Lil' Kim. When Lil' Kim broke down why Nicki, a young, just coming into the business Nicki, had put a bad taste in her mouth. And because Nicki narcissistically gaslit Kim, stole her whole fucking career, and then made her feel crazy, as if she was just imagining the shenanigans and the triangulating that Nicki's narcissistic ass was doing at the time, it's all come back to haunt Nicki. And I am of the belief that until Nicki Minaj truly does right by Kim, and she put some respect and take ownership for what she did and grow up, that her relationships to other females will always be cursed. It's going to be complicated with Nicki and other female artists outside of that, even outside the Lil' Kim karma, because Nicki is also so male identified. She is a narcissist, in my personal opinion, and she is so insecure that it results in her being competitive, which competitiveness ultimately is birthed out of insecurity and fragility. When you can't be comfortable in yourself, when you can't have peace with yourself, unless it's at the expense of somebody else being on the bottom of you, oh, baby, that's a deep, 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 deep ass wound that only the best psychotherapy can resolve. And that's why every time one of these girls win, Nicki got to go trying to steal a bitch moment, and or she got to come out of fucking hiding like she's done with Cardi B. She been lying dormant this whole time, girl, and it's been so good. It's been so good to live through a hibernating Grandma Minaj. And here it is. Soon as Cardi won, girl. Soon as Billboard recognized Cardi, girl. Here it is, girl. Nicki got to come laying out the Carfax on her career. But if you're so legendary and iconic, what we need the receipts for? You're literally planted in history. Remember? Queen? What queen has to run down the fact that she's a queen? What queen has to remind the nation and her people and her queendom that she's the queen? That is a literal fucking given. So fascinating. Kenneth Minaj. So Kenneth Minaj and Jennifer Huff, his 1994 great victim, who sued him for practically gang stalking and harassment, etc. They have another court hearing coming up next month, you guys, October. So there's probably going to be another Grandma Minaj crash out, because Onika has these strategic crash outs. She always does. Every time that Kenneth is in court for any reason, the crash out queen comes to social media to deflect and distract girl to keep the blogs busy and focused on her instead of focus on what's going on with Kenny Poe. Okay? Because she did the same thing, 2 months ago when Kenneth and Jennifer were trying to get to a settlement, which is really great. Kenneth and Nicki are attempting to settle with Jennifer out of court regarding her lawsuit against him. They'll be back in court to see what headways they've made on the settlement. If they come to an agreement, if Jennifer is satisfied, if Kenneth is satisfied. If they have not come to a resolve about settlement, it's going to go to trial. And Jennifer is absolutely going to win. And she's going to win because Kenneth Petty rep sheet is longer than my neck, my back's titties. And the fact that he was just in trouble for making gang threats at Offset, 2-3 years ago, he has a consistent track record, even now, of having run-ins with the law, doing things he's not supposed to do as a convicted 2-time felon. A jury of their peers are absolutely going to believe that this woman who's been minding her business, living her life in the obscurities of society, was caught to the carpet by Onika and Kenneth simply because he lucked up and got plucked from a turkey drive by Nicki and got married. And now his criminal background is inconveniencing her celebrity and ultimately her privacy, because every time they move, he has to register that address if he's going to be a residency there. That's a problem, right? For a high profile celebrity like Nicki, who wants some discretion. She don't get to have none since she chose a man and to marry a man who's a registered ex-offender and has to take his annual half a year selfie down there to the Los Angeles Police Department. So that's a mess. So I have a feeling that they're probably going to get to a resolve. I can't imagine Kenneth being stupid enough to actually allow this thing to go to trial, girl, because first of all, it's going to blow him back up in the spotlight in all the wrong ways. This whole ordeal with him violating Jennifer is going to be back in the headlines. Onika is going, there ain't enough perks that can be prescribed to Onika to keep her blood pressure from busting through the goddamn roof, especially if she plans on coming out with an album at the top of next year. But if they go to trial, girl, this is something that's definitely going to go into 2026, which is going to have a terrible impact on any perceivable rollout tour that Nicki has lined up. So I'm suspecting that Jennifer is going to get her coin like she should. And I'll be reporting to you guys what happens. We're going to have some boots to the ground reporting too. That's going to be going on. Thank you so much, Nika. Thank you, boo. We're going to have some boots to the ground reporting. So I'll keep you guys updated on what the conclusion and outcome of this coming hearing is, and whether, you know, they got to a settlement, girl, or whether the judge is about to bang that motherfucking gavel, girl, because it's going down, Barbie. All right. Great live stream. You guys tell me what you guys think. Do you think the call is coming from inside the house, girl? Do y'all think that Cardi B leaked her own phone call because the audio is stronger on her end? It's the managers who sound fucking recorded. She's the loudest. Is Cardi B pulling a publicity stunt, girl? Did her and Todd run down here? Do y'all think that Lotto forgave her? How do y'all think that conversation between her and Megan went? Okay, talk about it. Let me know all about it in the comment section, child. And are y'all excited about JT's dish record, girl? This is the longest dish record I've ever, baby, and it better give. It better give. it bets the motherfucking give what needs to be give, girl, because we are going to review the disc record. Oh, yes, we are going to do that. All right. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Share, 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 share. If you enjoyed yourself, you can always donate to the platform, $Consciouztv on Cash App and or PayPal.me/Consciouztv. And always remember, you guys, this is not a stand page, girl. We laugh and gag at everybody. We keep it a buck. I'm too grown to be a stand of anybody, so this is not a stand-centered platform over here, FYI, for those of you who don't know. This is not a stand page, okay? So we're able to compliment everybody, and we're able to drag everybody as a result. I will see you all later. Peace.